How did you overcome your initial fears and uncertainties? I didn't get to think about the uncertainties or the fears. I pretty much didn't have that luxury because I didn't have a plan B, plan C. It was just plan A. So I had no other choice but to make it work. That required a lot of effort from my side, applying myself, learning the skill, mastering the skill, and making sure I get to that level I need to. What made you decide to start trading? Firstly, I wanted financial independence. I didn't want to have to depend on anyone. If I wanted to go and spend money on something, you have to answer to someone. That's one thing I didn't want to do. Another thing is, if you had a boss, you wouldn't want to have a cap on your salary, right? So if your boss says, this is how much you're worth, and you know deep down that that's not what you are actually worth, you want to make more, nobody's going to stand in your way. That's what trading does for me. So I can easily make sure that whatever effort I put in, that equals my reward. So there's no cap on my ROI, no cap on how much I can earn, and that's pretty much the freedom that trading brings. No one is in control of my future, only I am. What has been your proudest moment in your trading journey? My proudest moment was when my trading started covering my actual bills. So I could save up for big traveling expenses, I could save up for an emergency fund, I could put money aside for bigger purchases for my future. That's when trading actually became a reality for me, when I knew that it could be something that could make me financially independent and I could pretty much just do whatever I wanted to and see the world whenever I wanted to as well. What inspired you to start trading? So I read a book about financial education and it pretty much started there. I went and researched about, seminars about money, education, financial literacy, all of those things. And that's when I came across a seminar about trading. And that's where it all started. Now, I was the youngest in the room, so I knew I had one responsibility, and that was to take as many notes as possible. Now, I didn't understand anything, but I knew I had to take as much notes down. And another thing that was very inspiring to me was the fact that, these people that were speaking about their experiences was that they obviously retired their families, they could travel wherever they wanted to, and that was enticing to me. I'm a young person, I want to have freedom of choice where I go, what I do, and that's why I started it. So I haven't looked back since, and yeah. What was your most profitable day? So I traded silver and I made about $8,000 in 1 hour, so it was a pretty good day. Also, my ROI can be about 20% depending on the day or the month on my initial capital. Now, I only know it's going to be up from here. It just proves to me that I should keep going and keep staying confident in my ability to stay with my edge in the market. What's your weekly income from trading? So usually it's about 10% to 20% upon my initial capital. But like I said, it depends on the month, it depends on the week, but you want to have a consistent return on your investment each month. Do you look at money differently now? Yes. Now, I never had limiting beliefs about money. And sometimes growing up, I would have people that had limiting beliefs about money around me. But for some reason, my mind just automatically switched. So if someone was like, oh, this is too expensive, my mind would be like, how can I afford this? How can I make sure I can get it done? And what is required from me to get this job done? So, even though there was limiting beliefs around me, I tried to tune that out and just focus on what I was, destined to do, in other words. But another thing is, I always pushed limiting society beliefs, meaning that everything around me was about, you need to go and study and then you become something. And I pushed those boundaries and I was literally like, okay, I'm not going to do that because I wouldn't be passionate about it. It's not something that I want to do for the rest of my life, so why waste my time? And that's why I focused on trading, because it had all of those things. Self-improvement, making sure that what I do and the effort I put in, it will have an outcome, whatever that may be, whether I'm a better human being or whether I reach my financial goals. And yeah, just removing those limiting beliefs and making sure that I'm constantly improving. And it takes a lot of effort every single day, but there's always improvement. What advice would you give to those who are interested in trading? Start. Okay, invest in that knowledge, make sure that you improve daily, find a strategy that works, do not give up on it, master risk management, and just keep at it. Okay, the more you practice, the more confident you'll get, and the more confident you'll be in your trading positions.